Greetings everyone. I'm Mr. Bhanumurthy, Assistant Professor, Mechanical Department, and I'm going to deal automation and robotics in this semester for final year, first semester, and this is an elective subject. Now we'll get into the details. So, what is automation? What are the things we will see? Introduction, Unit 1. This is Unit 1, Introduction part. So, basically, I have divided into three categories, and the first one is, as you can see here, basic principles of automation. So purely what is automation and what are the different types of automation, okay, and elements of automation. This is what you are going to study in the first unit as the first part. And the second part is automation and robotics. An overview, it's overview, okay, classification by coordinate systems. So different types of coordinations, what are the different types of coordination generally in the robot, and control systems. So what are the different ways to control the robot? Okay, this is what we are going to study in the second part of the first unit. The third one is, and this is very important again, components of the industrial robotics. So as we are talking about robot, and most of cases we deal with industrial. So robots are mainly used in, 80% is being used in industries only. So for an industrial robot, what are the different factors to be considered, okay, and what are the ways to control them, what is the motion analysis part. All these things we are going to study in the third part of the portion. So this is the topic, degrees of freedom. So we know what is degrees of freedom. I will get into in detail. And end effectors, what is end effectors, different types of end effectors, and general considerations for the gripper selections. So what is the gripper, what is the end effector, I'll tell you in detail. And next one, after coming to the earlier one is the physical part, and coming to this, the motion analysis. So how exactly the robot is being moving, turning, when the arm of a robot, when it has to move from one point to another point. So what are the things, what are the parameters we have to consider? Everything will be studied in the motion analysis. So for that, basic rotation matrix, what are the different types of basic rotation matrix available? We'll get into it. And composite rotation matrix in it, the same thing. First one is fundamental, you call it as basically nothing but fundamental rotation matrix, and the second one is composite rotation matrix. And Euler angles, Euler equivalent angle and axis, homogeneous transformation, and based upon it we have few problems, so we will see in detail. Okay. Now this is all about the introduction part of the first unit, purely first unit, and I am repeating again. I have categorized into three ways. The first one is purely automation. What is automation, and what are the parts of it, what are the levels of it, and elements of it. So this is what we are going to study in the first unit, first part. Second part is about automation and robotics. So robotics considerations, what are the different things it is, and coordination systems, control systems, everything we are going to study in the second part. And the third part is all about the physical characteristics. So when you are considering the physical characteristics, based upon the physical characteristics, how the motion is, how the robot is being moved from one place to another place. That is what we are going to study in the motion analysis. Okay. And now coming to the next one, we will see automation. When you are talking about automation, obviously we have to see what is the basic definition of it. Okay. So before getting into the definition, see what is this. Automation, again in bracket you can see industrial automation, because when you are talking about an automation can be anywhere. But being a mechanical engineer, what is that your motto? Your motto is to work in an organization. Obviously, organization serves the needy society, right? So that's why it is industrial automation. Is the use of control systems and information technologies. By using the control systems and information technologies to control industrial machinery and process, reducing the need for human involvement in the production of goods and services. Obvious, that's what I told you. So what is that you're planning for? You're planning for make a thing into automation, any conventional manufacturing system into automation. So this automation part, what does it do? it reduces the human interference and also gives you the best quality with the minimum wastage and a high production rate. This is what you can achieve by using automation. Obviously, installation process and all, it is one-time investment cost. It will be high. Yes. In the scope of industrialization, automation is a step beyond mechanization. Yeah. What is mechanization? Mechanization provided human operators with machines. That's what. Earlier, if at all you have to construct any bridges or houses, what is it you have to do? They used to they have to mix all the things, cement, sand, water, all the things they have to bring, they have to mix thoroughly for an hour. But whereas now you can see ready mix is there. Ready mix where everything is being dumped into the container and the container revolves. Yes. So this is what happens without any human intervention. Just a minimum intervention. Not telling you totally it is been decreased. By total it is been eliminated, but it is been decreased. Human intervention has been decreased and that is been carried out effectively. Obviously, with the help of this automation, it is going to affect humans in what way? They won't get jobs. I mean, less amount of jobs, and the labors are being reduced, so they lose their jobs. So this is what happened, and now everyone is being very tiny in a sense. They want everything in minutes, in seconds, so they don't want to waste much time, right? So that's what it is. And we can see even in our mobiles, individual mobiles, you have internet. Earlier, go for just 2-3 years back. 2-3 years back, maybe if at all you are using it, you know. If you are not using it, okay, you just go and ask your seniors or your elders at the home. They'll explain. Like earlier, internet was a big thing. If at all is having that 2G only. Later on, it has been added to 3G and now 4G and 5G also upgraded, right? So this is how it is. Everyone, because what is the reason the 5G, 4G, all these things, all these Gs have been increasing day by day? It is reducing the time, yes. So reducing the time and human, that's what he's no. Everyone wants to get everything in instance, right? Like that, you have to get everything and everything should be sorted out within seconds. That's what it is. That is a plan. Yeah, of course there are again at 5% people, they don't use internet and all. They wanted to live their life conventional way only. Happy in the sense. So they don't want to get into these kind of things. A busy field. Okay, that's what it is. And automation greatly reduces the need for human sensory and mental requirement as well. So here we are talking about automation. Why it is been? Just now we have talked that reduces the need for human sensory. That means when you are working individually, conventionally, if you are working, say being a mechanical engineer, I will give you an example with the lathe machine. When you are operating on a lathe machine, you know what is that you have to fix everything individually. You have to remove all check key. With the help of check key, you have to open them and you have to insert the rod. Again, you have to make sure that the rod is been at the center, and now again you have to assume that whether this length of the rod, you have to you have to ensure that the tailstock is necessary or not. These things, and once everything is been fixed, and you have to make sure what is the RPM you have to set, and based upon the RPM, the tool has to be feed, okay? And these all things has to be done manually, right? And now, if at all you see CNC machines, flexible manufacturing system, you call it as flexible, FMS, right? So these things, again, once you just type a code, okay? Once you just code it and you just insert the just give the data to the CNC machine, and n number of productions, like n number of products you can produce in no time. And just what is that you are doing? You are just using once for a single time to write a program and make sure that that program is appropriate. Then you can produce n number of things. A simple example is an automobile industry. So automobile industry, each and every part is being produced, okay, and when they are produced individually, right, part, and when they are producing it, how it is being produced, that's what you have to consider, right? So the production, once everything is automated, right? Once for automation, you need to write a program, and once you just give it to the machine, it takes. And this is what about automation. Process and systems can also be automated. That's what automation in automobile industry we are talking about. And computers have helped more manufacturing into a more productive, streamlined process through automation. And definition of an automation. Automation is a technology concerned with application of electromechanical devices. As we being a mechanical engineer, so we are linking it to automechanical parts. Electromechanical devices, electronics and computer-based systems to operate and control productions and service activities, right? All the mechanical parts which is conventionally used, that is being energized by electronic circuits, okay, and power is been given, electrical power is been given, and it is been programmed and it is been controlled. That is what happens there. That is nothing but automation. When it is being conventionally, everything you have to run it, you have to control it, you have to make sure everything is fixed, right? And you have to stop it, you have to operate it. That's what it is. So that everything is being converted into automation, making mechanical parts into, with the help of electrical and electronics controlled, programming and controlling parts, right? And obviously, end of the day, you are getting the work done, right? It suggests the linking of multiple mechanical operations to create a system that can be controlled by programmed instructions. Right. So this is all about the definition of an automation. And coming to the automation strategies, why you have introduced this automation? Yeah, these are the 10 strategies which you can see. So 10 strategies based upon this, automation is being, and principles are being derived. So specialization of operation. Once you have to, if at all you wanted to make any system automation, okay, so that system, when you wanted to make into automation, so first you need to know what category it belongs to, and that you have to segregate it. And combined operation, how many things can be combined, so that comes into simultaneous operation. Simultaneously on a single workpiece, simultaneously can you able to operate different operations, you have to segregate. And integrations, once it is been done, integration, increase the flexibility, yeah, you have to choose in such a way that the number of productions and number of operations can be done simultaneously, right? So that through flexibility, no, without any hesitations, without any these things, you can do it clearly. Improved material handling and storage, yeah, yes, because already you know which part has to move from one place to another place, okay, so from one station to another station, how it has to move, everything is being categorized. Online inspection, you can do it, online inspection. And process control and optimization, when you are doing, everything is being managed, obviously the material required can be optimized, right? Plant operation controls. So overall, if all the above things are being controlled, then nothing but the operation control, they control the each and every individual machine, right? Computer integrated manufacturing, this is what it is. So all these things, all the above 9 things are being planned and that are being into work. When you are made into work, that is nothing but called as computer integrated manufacturing, so that everything can be worked in a sequence, in an appropriate way, and leads to the output of the product. This is what happens by using automation principles and strategies, right? So